Hello, my name is Ron Hall with Rancho Cordova Arts, and welcome back to another Rancho Cordova Arts art tutorial. We've kind of streamlined things and are only having a couple tutorials a week now, but hopefully you're still watching, still having fun. And today I wanted to talk about the art of Andy Warhol. In previous tutorials I had talked about Keith Haring and Jean-Michel Basquiat, both who befriended Warhol, but both who were influenced by Andy Warhol. And so I thought I'd talk about his artwork today and talk about how we might be inspired by his artwork and maybe create something of our own. I already have kind of been influenced by Andy Warhol just in his graphic style, his vibrant color, and very flat surfaces. The way I paint very flat, and Andy Warhol liked to do a lot of celebrities and themes that were very much commercialized or in the news, but he also liked to do celebrities. And this is a painting of Prince I did last year. It's very flat, very vibrant color, what's called arbitrary color, and that's just a fancy art name for colors you wouldn't normally see in the real world. And so obviously these colors are not normal colors, but I think they really add to Prince and kind of his vibe. So kind of the purples and blues and then the yellow background, they kind of all go together, and it's very flat, which gives it a very graphic image. It's also abstracted, very simplified, so kind of things that Andy Warhol did. Shortly after Prince passed away, I went and saw the Andy Warhol exhibit at the Crocker, and one of the pieces was one that he did of Prince, so that was really cool. In an earlier tutorial, I did one on Keith Haring, and you can kind of see Keith Haring was definitely influenced by Warhol with the flatness, the graphic nature, the graphic images, rather, design, vibrant, arbitrary colors, and heavy black outline really makes it pop. And that kind of leads us into pop art, popular culture, popular art. Here's another one I did of Johnny Cash. This one is even more abstract, but you kind of get the essence in the middle of Johnny Cash. Again, the arbitrary coloration, abstracted, very simplified shapes that just kind of cut to the chase and get to the essence of Johnny. And this one is of Willie Nelson. Same type of scenario, abstracted, vibrant coloration, very flat. All very pop art, very Andy Warhol influence. So things that you might be able to use, and we'll talk about in a second, are things that Andy Warhol liked to paint and talk about. Campbell's soup, Coca-Cola, very, very mainstream, commercial, iconic images. He would use vibrant color and sometimes duplicate those images. And I really think that Andy Warhol was kind of responsible for the modern day t-shirt, logos, images, things that just are iconic and commercialized, and kind of was the leader in fashion and new way of looking at art. So I'm going to read a little bit about Andy Warhol, and we'll talk about how we can be inspired to create something of our own. Andy Warhol is probably America's favorite pop artist, best known for his colorful images of celebrity faces, everyday products like soup cans and soda pop bottles. He was born the youngest son of a Czechoslovakian immigrant parents. He was very shy and often sick when he was a child, and he had to overcome his hard time in school, but his incredible artistic talent helped him get through college, and he moved to New York City to become a great American artist. For many years, he worked as a commercial artist, designing advertisements, magazine illustrations, and greeting cards. Warhol created portraits of things that were popular in America. He painted the well-known faces of movie stars like Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor, and political figures like Chairman Mao from China. He painted products that America saw and used every day, like cans of soup. He added his own fantastic colors into realistic drawings. He is known for repeating objects and designs over and over. Another thing about Andy Warhol is that he grew up in Pittsburgh, and I had the unique opportunity to see his museum in Pittsburgh. And a very, very creative person who did movies and other things, screen prints with his artwork. And we'll talk about ways you can create art in a sec. So one of the things that you can do as an Andy Warhol inspired piece, it's really simple and it just kind of helps you develop your drawing skills and sketching skills, and then color in the items would be to get just household products, whether it's Kraft mac and cheese or Annie's mac and cheese, whatever is in your house, draw it out and use your own vibrant colors. You can change the name to be your name. Like here I put Ron's mac and cheese. I don't have Campbell's soup, which was a big thing that Andy Warhol liked to paint, but this is Progresso. Not advertising, just showing you that you could draw the can out and use colorations, create your own name. Just kind of play on the commercialization of the product and the graphic images, graphic design. Coke or Pepsi or whatever your favorite soda is, if you drink soda or whatever you drink. You can draw out the can, create your own logo or use the logo of the commercial product and sketch it out, and you could repeat it. Something that I've done before is just on your computer, if you have Apple or a regular PC, for me I use Word, is I can grab an image, cut and paste, and then duplicate that image multiple times by just using the same cut and paste, make sure it's spaced out. I do that in black and white, and then print it out, and then I could color those images different colors, different vibrant, arbitrary colors. It's going to be very flat, very posterized, and just kind of creates that duplication. We don't all have silk screens to create like Andy Warhol, but we can kind of create those flat images with vibrant colors. And so I'm really interested what you can create or want to try, and I'm going to create something, and I'll be back in a minute. Feel free to create and post and show what you create. All right, we are back, and what I did, I duplicated Jimi Hendrix. I just cut and paste multiple times, and then I ended up using this blue copy paper that I had, and so it just left a black image, and then I went in with different colors, vibrant, trying to mimic what Andy Warhol might do with screen printing. So I actually matted this, and so this is Jimi Hendrix. The next piece I did is just some leopards. This one was on white paper, and again just black and white copy, and then I went in and colored duplicated images in different colors, and it just kind of gives it a graphic design posterized look. And then the last one, I decided not to draw it out, but I found some images in a magazine. These are Heinz products, and just kind of did some interesting collage and then some pastel. And so it is highlighting the images of commercial iconic images, but also kind of did a play with, these are growing on a vine. Obviously ketchup comes from tomatoes, and so they're coming on a vine, so I kind of did a new pop art thing with, it's part surreal pop art of Heinz products, and so that was just a fun thing to do. So you can kind of create your own pop art, popular culture, iconic images, and feel free to post those, and hopefully I've given you some ideas. More importantly, hopefully Andy Warhol gave you some ideas of inspiration. So hey, you guys, stay well out there and stay safe, and please stay creative. You take care.